I should really schedule this out better. Hey, how y'all doing? It's Leo with the Villain Support on over with Levi with Member Solutions with the Villain Support. Whatever. I'm awake. I swear it. Today's breakfast is going to be ham and cheese, provided that the kiddos gonna eat all of the cheese, with some fruit and a pastry, which I don't think is too bad of a breakfast. And it's going to be very, very easy to do. Hey, Levi. Hey, Jeremy. But before we get going, before we go all out on what breakfast will be and all that kind of stuff, one last time, because the Kickstarter is going to be ending here soon, and then we'll have to take down all the videos and links, and I'll have to change things up. If you guys want to get these really cool dice, go on over to Kickstarter. I do not know if the prices will go up. Remember, this thing is the D4. It can, like that part, this little tip is sharp enough to put a hole in my table. Why do I do that? I'm gonna have to fix whatever. Anyways, they're beautiful dice. They're from people I trust. And once it's off Kickstarter, I can actually tell you the company name. It also comes with dice alters and stuff like that. So, anyways, let's continue on. Let's move forward with all this. Let's get done. Good morning. It's too early for that shit. I look bald right now because of the light. Let's go fix that, because I ain't bald. Unlike Chris, I've got hair and it's growing back better. I am blondish. Redheads deal with so many things. I've taken my meds already. It's happy shirt day. Oh, did you get it? I'm expected to get mine today too. Oh, okay. Hold up. Let's see if I can. One second. No, I need my tablet. I think my tablet is elsewhere right now. I can't even see it. That's so cool. And thank you so much for the donation, Stephen. So for those of you who don't know, we have some Hawaiian shirts that are made by real artists, real art by real people. We have an entire section for that. Not to say that a bunch of our stuff isn't made by us. It's just most of it's text and everything. This is like got hand-drawn art and Easter eggs and all kinds of stuff. We're really proud of it. And we're going to be making a couple beach towels to go with it. Technically, I think they're just towels in general. Another reason why I'm doing an easy breakfast is I don't feel like cleaning. And of course, the kids didn't clean because yesterday I had a day. I'll just say that. Wearing the red one now, hence the Good Morning Vietnam. Because he wears a Hawaiian shirt. It's good. All right. These are gonna need to eat more food. There's HCP Toaster. Hey everyone, remember, geez, we got 45 people over here. This is a horrible time not to have Chris be available. So Chris is at Origins. I don't know who he all might be hanging out with at the moment. I was just talking to him. We were discussing some stuff that you guys don't need to know. But if he's able to pop on, he's able to pop on. But remember, we have Twitch. And if you've got Prime and you got a link to your Twitch, you can, if you want to, subscribe on the channel using Twitch for free. It helps us, and you're able to support the channel for free. It helps us directly. Oh. They're going to get outdoor kitties are going to get turkey and cheese dinner today. Hawaiian shirt. What next? Cowboy hats. Logan, I would love a cowboy hat. Just kind of depends on your style. For those of you who do not know, I grew up country. All right, kitties. Am I just mixing cat food with my hand? Yes. I'm going to proceed to wash my hands if I don't feel like having cat food hands. I want to try to cook my own breakfast. Hi, Pepe. Give me a moment. I'll give you your breakfast in a minute. He's a little bit country. I mean, I'm living out in the country right now. And it's not like way out in the country like I used to be when I was a kid. My mom trained horses. Oh no! That's a mess and a half. I've done baling, which is, for those of you who don't know, baling hay. Tractor to bale the hay. I followed behind to toss the hay. I was behind the baler. Fucking hated that one. Oh, the worst job. You could die so easily. Tell you one thing, I definitely paid attention during that job. When you're not on the tractor and you're not near the baler, not a big problem. You're like, toss, toss, toss. Maybe you're on the very end where you're not worried about getting tangled up in the said baler. Toss, toss, right? Anywhere physically close to that baler. Fuck that. So many things can go wrong. I've not done. Oh, do you mean for getting the rocks out of the soil for crops to grow? You mean that type of rock picking, or is there a different one I'm not aware of? Does it mean just going down after they plowed and tossing the rocks out? I've done that. Yep, done that. First time watching your stream. So we have different streams. Let's explain this here. So my breakfast streams, first and foremost. You guys know that we're not a very political channel. We've done some jokes here and there. But for the most part, we're not. During the breakfast and dinner streams, there is some talk. It's not heavy. It's one of those things where if it gets brought up, it gets brought up, and it gets brought up in a way that's like, okay, if we're going off too far off topic, blah, 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 we're going to end it. Like we keep it civil, right? And that's because during these breakfast streams, there's sit down, eat, talk together, be here. Now there's other streams, usually later at night with me and Chris, where we film skits. We write them, we film them, we do improv entire things. And those are the ones that a lot of people enjoy. Because you can hear it. But here's the thing. My spouse is awake. They're home. It's a day off, and they're up. Which means I can have all kinds of fun today. And I'm not going to get yelled at it too badly. More stuff we've both done. Yeah. We got 57. Wow, there's a lot of people in here today. I don't know what's going on, but hey! And it kind of makes me want to go, hey, hey, hey! I like that voice. Probably not doing as good of a rendition as it sounds in my head, though. I want to bet on this. Will there be more Star Wars? Absolutely. Today, the final part of the short versions of the prank Deadpool and Star Wars post And then me and Chris, when he gets back, are probably going to discuss that, as well as some D&D skits that I've had written out. Like I have 6 to 7 scripts fully scripted out that I want to go back over with him. I had an entire series, but they were episodic series, so they were similar to. They weren't tied together in any way, but it was still part of the same series. So it was similar to the Predator stuff that we do, where we can just kind of have fun with it, and periodically we go, oh, hey, this thing happened. It's like a 2 to 3 arc thing, whatever. We have some smaller arcs. And it was the Alignment Brothers. I really like the idea that each character is part of its alignment, right? I don't know where to stick this. Yeah. Hopefully we can get the painting done today. My Father's Day gift is me not having to cook dinner during one of my spouse's days off and the house getting cleaned, which hopefully will happen today. Hello from YouTube, says Cassandra. You're on Facebook, though. What? Imagine if Fat Albert called Napa and challenged him to an eating contest, he would lose. Have you seen how much Saiyans can eat? Well, it wasn't medicine. What dropped into the trash can? Oh, it was empty anyway. It was already trash. Why was it up there? Is it possible to do Star Wars and Lord of the Rings series? Absolutely, it is. Let's see if I can think of an idea. So, first of all, today's breakfast, we've got fruit, which I'm going to put on my cutting board. I'm going to make some tea today. Pans to clean. We'll go take this out. I just want to hear the smack talk in the aftermath. So, what I'd love to do is when the Star Wars series is wrapped up, because right now there's no voices for it, right? When that series is wrapped up, I would love to rewrite it. We don't even need to do a whole lot of refilming. I'd love to see if we can get, because we have somebody who can play Deadpool's voice really well. I would love to put some of Deadpool's voices and so on and so forth, Stoke and all them, into this series. The Stitch series, completely voiced. So it's one of the reasons why it takes so long is that we have to script out everything on it. We're going to also be working on getting a Kickstarter set up for animating the Samara Chronicles would be the easier one. But we're going to have goals for Samara Chronicles and a Deadpool Chronicles. Now, the Deadpool Chronicles requires an entire rewrite. The Samara Chronicles doesn't require a rewrite, but it does require some tuning. Did Star Wars meets the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit a what if? That's cool. But yeah, Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings. Something dark side. Look, John. I'm evil than I knew it. Look, John. I heard about this thing called a ring wrath. I think I could use them. No, Palpatine? I don't think you could. Why? I already don't have a soul. I'm a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone. I love my Palpatine voice, especially because I can segue into that whole something dark side. Hey, Batsy! I love that so much. All right, let's check our cheese. Kiddo apparently ate all my Swiss. Oh, fine. Somebody ate all the Swiss. Gonna make sure this cheese is good because it's been in there for a while. And it is cheap cheese, but yeah, it's good. All right. All right. Ham and cheese sandwiches. Good morning, Slayer. Hey, go on the Discord. Steven got the Hawaiian shirts. We got 42 people here. Out of those 42 people who like D&D and dice, make a comment, drop a like, whatever. Not drop a like. I actually need comments. Hey, I like dice. I want to see some dice. Show me some dice. I do apologize. Like, there's only so much time that's been left. She has seen it. That's good. Imagine if Batman was an early Star Wars. That'd be a good one too. On Batman. That one hurts me way more than the Palpatine voice. I can do a little bit easier. I don't know how long that water has set, so it gets drained. Dude, okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Commands should work on Twitch too. All right, we're gonna show this off one more time this morning, and then unless somebody requests it, we won't show it off again. Okay. Yes, Levi, I know you're. The good thing is these will be available after Kickstarter too. I just don't know what the prices will be. So, this is the dice holder. These are the dice. This is the D4. Look at that thing. I've already put a hole on my table once. I'm not going to put another one. Look at the shiny math rocks of this one. Woo! Look at that. I can actually get them on camera. We've got these as well. Maybe you don't play D&D. Maybe you play Magic the Gathering or a different card game. They sell a 6-pack of these. You have the dice altars. I only have one of the altars. Look at that D20. Look at that. These are beautiful, beautiful dice. They're from a company, and I can't tell you the name of the company right now because there's a bunch of letters for a Kickstarter. But as soon as the Kickstarter is over, they'll be going on the actual company's website, and I'll be able to go forward and be like, hey, go here, buy this, do that thing, which would be really, really nice. It'll be much easier to promote it. But this thing is cool. It's not too terribly big. It's going to be an art piece because as soon as I'm not promoting it like hardcore, I'm just going to set it over here and it's going to set and look pretty. And when I need to use it, I can be like, I'm going to get my dice out. And bam, I got dice. I need it. Do your chores. Look, I haven't had my morning tea yet. You're gonna have to give me a break. I need a little bit of something. All right. Hey, Ryu, have you had your coffee yet? Have you had your coffee yet? Do you want some more? Okay. Okay. All right. Give me a minute, Ryu. Now, Chris said he might be able to hop on, but I don't know. You gonna show off your breakfast? Let me show off what you got. Look how big this thing is. My spouse is tiny. It's tiny. Look at this. Look at the back. Look at the back. It's tiny. And they eat the big old donut. They can put the food away. I can wash the fork plate real quick. One thing I did keep forgetting to do is tell them I want to load the dishwasher and I keep forgetting to put the silverware in there. I've got like 3 bowls and 3 sporks over there as well. Don't forget to take some of your dragon fruit. It's not a tiny cake, it's a giant donut. I got some. I'm not a fan of dragon fruit.
You're talking about my tiny cake.
You're it's nothing. Wait until you see a cake-sized cinnamon bun. Okay. To go take my little brother to a stupid thing. Make sure to tune into future streams, though. Bye. Bye. Oh, here's a. Oh, children. Oh, why is there so much? Oh my God, this is disgusting. Okay, this is gonna get clean when he wakes up. That's nasty. Oh, that is. Nope. Walking away. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Nothing's rotting. It's just dry. Just walk away. Oh, walk away. Me, I'm trying not to get grossed out by my son has like a little area in the living room. Oh. Oh. All right. Really nice and easy breakfast today. I've got ham. I've got cheese. I've got Hawaiian buns. Ha ha! I gotta go find out if kids want me. Might as well take you with me. Shush. We must be very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. Baby's sleeping. Hey! Would you like some ham and cheese breakfast sandwiches? No? Okay. We gotta be very, very quiet. They're sleeping. Hey! Why are you fucking passed out? Mm-hmm. Hi! Two things. One, again, that's a spork in your room. I'll go back. So you don't want breakfast? We had a cheese sandwich yesterday. Okay. Don't belong in here. These don't belong in here. These don't belong in here. Anyone remember the God, was it from Heathcath? Or no. It was like super old cartoon. The cat that got I did that laugh. And it just does that wheeze laugh. I love that laugh so much. Back in college, cafeteria had cinnamon rolls with cream cheese. Ooh. Oh, we're hunting rabbits. Cinnamon rolls and chili. I used to eat cinnamon rolls. Be very quiet. We're hunting children with Nerf blasters. Oh, wait. I can actually say that. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting children with. Oh my God, that sounds so horrible. With Nerf blasters. No one take that out of context. Oh my God. I can't continue that sentence. Ha ha. This is all finger food except for the fruit. I can eat that with chopsticks. I don't really need to wash anything. The cartoon joke. I know. That's definitely something you gotta be. The more I said it, the more I was like, Okay, so it's really easy. Get a pack of these. Do not tear them apart yet. Okay. This is a very disability-friendly recipe. Cut in half. I don't care what type of butter you use. Anyone that tells you that you have to use a specific butter, they can go F themselves. They can go meh. You're going to butter the buns. There's a reason for this. Now you can microwave this if you want to. Let's say you want to microwave it. I do recommend doing this in a stove or an oven. Hey, the Trickster! We haven't gotten a God, like little tiny, like I say tiny. I think every dollar, but I haven't seen like the dollar donations in a long time. It's usually like $5, $10, and then like somebody will do like the random little stuff. I love the even numbers. That's where I'm coming from. I love even numbers. And a dollar donation allows me to tell you guys exactly we get 70% on the dollar. Okay. So that means we'll get 70 cents of this dollar. That's why I like it. It's really cool. It's a really nice way to say, hey, this is exactly how much we get, versus like, hey, we get 70% of $10. You get 70. No, because it's that. I can just say, hey, we get 70 cents of that. So it's really cool.
Do you want to add this?
Yeah, what? The trash?
That's not how big it is.
They ate it all in the city. Like already, it's gone. My spouse ate the entire thing. Hey, maybe they didn't go where it's for.
Right here in my hands.
If they're already done, I can wash the fork and I'll use it myself. There we go. Trickster was saying how they like the series, and my hands are wet, so like it's hard to select things and go up and down. Yeah, there are people who do like crazy. I love, and I only had a, no. Let me say this. Thank you. I appreciate every penny that you guys are able to do. I appreciate if all you can do is go and watch the videos. We appreciate everything. We've had people give us $100. We've had people give us several $100. I know that there are streamers out there who look at the smaller donations, and they go, "Oh, you only gave me." I don't care about that. I liked it because I have a thing with even numbers. I have an autism click, and I was like, I can explain a thing really easy. That's all it was. So, and thank you so much. Levi, what is your thoughts on the $1.4 million shipment of Switch 2 stolen en route to Texas? And Nintendo put a code to break them if they're not bought at an official store. I think the $1.4 million worth of shipments just don't go online. And also, if you buy a used Switch and it happens to be stolen, and you're not aware that it was stolen, and it gets bricked, there are laws to protect you. I feel like that's a lawsuit waiting to happen towards Nintendo. Because if somebody buys something, they're not aware that it's stolen, and they find out afterwards, there's a process to go to get their money back, / to find the criminal, and it shouldn't have been bricked in the first place. I have no desire for the Switch 2. There's zero reason to get the Switch 2. None whatsoever. Got our hot water. There you are. Tea. Technically, I know you don't sponsor us or anything yet, but if you were to send me a bunch of tea, ow. We're gonna be signing up for the affiliate program for the Wild Bill soda too. Chris went and bought a mug at Comic-Con. Okay. Pan. Heat. I'm gonna put this on about medium heat. Let the pan get a little warm. Give the pan a spritz of oil, although the bread already has butter on it. Now the pieces of ham that I have just so happen to be the size that they need to be, right? So I'm going to use 2 to 3 pieces of cheese. Am I lactose intolerant? Yes, I don't care. I'm going to put a piece of cheese in the middle. I'm going to put a piece of cheese on the end here. And just because I feel like being extra cheesy today, I'm going to sandwich the cheese between the 2 pieces of meat. We got 3 pieces of cheese. Middle, hold these 2 together, and these 2. Is that necessary? No, it's a ham and cheese, hot ham and cheese sandwich. Not that big of a deal. 1 piece of cheese would have been plenty. Close. Close. Allison, Chris said he was going to be able to, he might be able to hop on. I couldn't quite look at it. I can try to hop on, I can try to hop on, but Wi-Fi has not been nice here at all. There's no free option. It's pay 50. Fuck that, no. Chris isn't going to be here. $50 to pay for internet? No, we're all right. Super easy, barely any inconvenience. We're going to toast the first bun. And we're going to wait. I just now got the alert from Twitch that you're streaming. Yeah, so I figured out the reason why the alerts don't get sent out until like we're about a half hour into streaming. It needs time to generate the alert. And I have a tendency to just go live right away. So if I were to schedule this at least 30 minutes out, you guys should get the alerts. Now, we've had trouble periodically where the alerts still don't go through. Well, you know what? I gotta do that one live. I gotta do. We're gonna try this, just not on here because I've got to do a video for it. Well, I mean, kids already stole a bunch. We'll just do that as my video. We'll try it live and we'll try to grab the thing later. Also, I got a nice fancy thing that I found at the thrift shop. I gotta show it to you guys. It's also one of the things that's currently taking up space because I've got to create a space for it in the kitchen. A bunch of cat food on here still that fell. Looky. It's a fancy waffle maker. Somebody wants to look it up. It's KRUPS, Krups. But look, it flips. And the handle actually does that for whatever reason. And then locks in. I'm guessing for storage. Like you want to store it, it'll flip like that. I don't know. But otherwise, yeah. And it works. Like I haven't like used it to make waffles, but we plugged it in at the thrift shop and waited for it to get warm, and it got warm and it stayed warm. So, yay. So great air. Oh yeah. I would love to go. It's expensive as fuck. It is really damn expensive to go there. It's in the desert. It's awesome. It has really great amenities. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That is good. We're going to toast that other one. We're going to put the cheese and ham on this, like that. We're going to toast that side, put it together, and then we're going to wish I had a lid. Pizza had a lid. I don't have one. Where's the lid at? I guess that'll work. Huh? Oh, that'll work. Perfect. Cool. Use lid over the sandwich after we've got this toasted. Which, considering that the other one went on the pan, was a little bit cooler. Lactose intolerant. Lactose. And I'm intolerant. I'm lactose intolerant. I gotta have my toes. Woo. Coming along nicely. It's coming along nicely. Let that sit for another second or two. What's great about the bread being already hot is it's melting that cheese from its residual heat. Like, look at that. That cheese is now stuck on there already. It's just not enough to do anything. The channel posted a video. It looks so cool. Yeah. I'm like 30 minutes to an hour drive, I think. Maybe 2 at max. If I remember right, I'm only 30. No, I was 30 minutes. I think I'm about an hour now. So, like, can I go there? Sure. But, like, kids don't want to go there. So, I don't know. I think if I went there, it would have to be for videos. And so I'd have to have stuff scripted out and ready. We've got fruit. Whoa, nicely toasted. All right. Now the fun bit. A little bit of oil. We're going to do this side, the bottom part. I get my hands wet. There's a reason. I don't need too much water in that. So periodically, I'm just going to toss a little bit of water, which is basically just enough for it to crackle and create a little bit of steam. Much easier if I have one of these. There we go. Now, when that stops crackling, I had to check on it. And I had a friend that tries to make ham and cheese sandwich like a normal grilled cheese. I mean, you can. Nothing wrong with it. Oh, the hotel expensive, like $10,000 a night. Yeah, I better be filming something with like cosplayers and a bunch of other stuff. Holy shit. I've seen a lot of stuff like that. I have a mini round, an old German model in the late 1800s. Ooh, yeah. I like the square ones. Like, we've been wanting waffles for a while. It's just like I didn't have a waffle maker anymore. Twitch has been crashing and burning lately. People's streams have been either lagging or just randomly ending without the streamer doing it. That's weird. Is Twitch fine right now? Like, I can't actively see that right now. Oh no. Oh. By the way, for the making a ham and cheese exactly like a grilled cheese, that's what I'm doing. That's what I like. Now, don't get me wrong. You can make a nice soft ham and cheese. It's fine. I like a hot ham and cheese. I'm not adding mayo to it either. For anyone wondering, no, there's not going to be mayo on this. It's not something I care for. It's just not something I grew up having my ham and cheese with mayo on it. Now, I have made a hot ham and cheese and mayo and lettuce and all that kind of stuff. And you basically only warm up half the sandwich. There's that. What you want to know? Fruit. Ham and cheese is almost done. Just need a little bit of sugar for my tea. There you are. A little bit of sugar. Give that a nice swirl. Let's go put this over there. And I said pastry. I've got donuts. Discounted donuts. In fact, everything that I've made here, besides the meat and the cheese, actually, no, the meat was discounted. So besides the cheese, everything was on sale. That should produce a nice, crisp. Got stuck. Oh. This is why I like using the Hawaiian buns. So you got the soft bun right here. You got a crisp on top. We're going to let it cool off for a little bit. You got a crisp on the bottom. So we're going to give it a couple minutes to cool off before I cut into it, though. Treat it like a lasagna. Let it cool off and firm up. Let that cheese bond to different things. I've already had too much milk, so I don't get to have milk with everything today. Am I putting the donut on top? Yes. The frosting on the bottom of this donut will sweeten the bun. It's almost like I'm a chef or something. What's really cool is because that's over here, I can actually set that higher up right now. All right. We got a much smaller place to eat today because there's a bunch of mess on the table, but that's all right. I gotta put that butter away while that's cooling off. Grab my fork. That's off. Let's put up. Fork for the fruit. We've got our drinks. Only thing I need is my knife. That should have cooled off enough. Give me a second here. All right. 1 second. Be right back. I don't think we're forgetting anything. I can set you guys clear up here, but that feels weird. You guys are eating breakfast with me. Hawaiian rolls, ham and cheese. They taste fantastic. These are the name brand Hawaiian rolls because, again, they were on sale. So Hawaiian rolls. I love those. These are a nice little sandwich. If you like having sauce and everything with these, you can have sauce and everything with these too. We have a whole heck of a lot of people. We got 63 people watching me right now eat. Hey, how y'all doing? I don't know where all of y'all are from because I can't see. It doesn't let me see where everyone's at unless I were to go downstairs. You guys want me to go downstairs? I can take this downstairs. This is a relatively easy. I'll just need to get my fruit divvied out versus how I'm going to eat it. I'd rather eat here though. Is that good? Levi ASMR. And Dark Wolf, you do not have to worry about being late. It's all good. I just don't know who's all live with us where. We're down to 56 people now. Do it. Go downstairs. All right, one for downstairs. Right. No, I can't. I've got too much stuff and I've got no help to get down the stairs. Never mind. I'm not going downstairs. Saratoga Springs, Utah. Hey! And it seems kind of suspicious. It also seems like a recipe for disaster when I have a bunch of food that I'm trying to carry down along with a camera and everything. Alma, hope things are doing good for you. What I meant by like, are you guys, where are you guys from? Like, are you on like YouTube, Twitch, Facebook? Who's watching from where today? Dragon fruit. Still don't like it. I'm telling my kids to try it. I just don't like dragon fruit. Ryu, you want some dragon fruit? Okay. Rogue, I've only been up for 15 minutes. I had to wake up. Texas, both here and on Twitch, YouTube. I am happy that all of you, wherever you're streaming from, I just hope that you're streaming from an area where it is decent. For watching from, I'm not like, oh, yeah, on Twitch, YouTube, and that kind of stuff. Huh?
Not too long ago?
When or why?
When?
Like this morning?
Oh, so then we can do it.
You want dragon fruit too?
Oh.
Tobias doesn't like it, so you guys can just share it.
How about you?
I don't like dragon fruit. How many
You
pieces?
don't want your the high fiber content?
I have no problem with having high fiber content. I'm just not a fan of dragon fruit. Piece for your, last piece for Raven. That's all the dragon fruit. You want a piece of my ham and cheese? I'll be back in there when I'm done with the stream, sweetie. Dragon fruit is one of those that is better as a flavor. The fruit itself, there are videos on how they're picked at wrong times. I'm not a huge fan of dragon fruit.
When dragon fruit is really ripe, it's really sweet and
In smoothies and whatnot, it's not bad, but also like I can live without it in smoothies, to be honest. It's not that big of a deal. Huh? What?
okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, one's yours, one's Mama's, and one's Tobias. Ask Mama if they've already had theirs.
They got theirs.
Oh, well then, yeah, go ahead. One second. was like 80 cents. Seem to only buy those when they're on discount. Otherwise, they're really expensive, and I just don't see a reason to buy them. So, we got a mixed fruit bowl. Blueberries will be for the kiddos. I'm eating some of the grapes right now. We got other stuff as well. Not small. The white small seed ones are nasty. I don't like those either. Yeah, that's the one that was in there. I was just like, yes. What should be breakfast? Cereal, eggs, or toast? All three. Let's talk about this real quick. If you can afford it, and if you can do it, a little bit of all three of those is actually really good. Cereal is not supposed to be the only thing you have for breakfast. But if you can do some toast, eggs, and cereal, that is technically considered a full breakfast. Or a scrambled egg sandwich would be really good too. But if you can do all three, I'd say do all three. Do a small bowl of cereal. Do some toast with some egg, however you like your egg and toast. If you like it to combine, like the scrambled egg thing, or over easy. I prefer over easy with toast. Specifically, I prefer sourdough toast with my egg, because then the egg juice will soak, the yolk will soak into the bread and make the bread a little bit softer. And it's usually like that thick of bread too. It's just the way I like it. Yeah, an enhancer is fine. I like adding it because it's a lot of fiber. Speaking of fruit, for some reason my local stores are having a big sale on watermelon. Yeah, we noticed a lot of fruit on sale here too. How can a stomach handle that much food? You're thinking in like these large quantities. We don't need to eat large quantities of everything. Have a small bowl of cereal. When I mean small, I mean like small. Like, you know, the traditional rice bowls, how small they are, like that type of small. And then you have a piece of toast and one singular egg, and that's good for breakfast. Now, if you do a lot of working, and let's say you work a lot with your hands and everything like that, you're going to be burning a lot of calories. You need to eat more, because your body will need more fuel. I'm a fan of Raisin Bran too. Yeah, no, I know, Levi. I was using yours as like a jumping off platform because there's still a lot of people. So there. Look at that. My hair is like. I'm sorry. I've been watching my hair thin and go away for the last couple of years, and we move, and it starts growing back, and I was like, it was environmental, combined with stress and everything else. So like I'm geeking out over my own hair growing back. But I still lost a good amount of hair, and like I probably need to talk to a dermatologist and be like, hey, should I go ahead and start taking medication to kind of like beef up what I have? But I am very happy that it's growing back and getting thicker over time. That's the thing, is like I was prepared to lose my hair. Still am. Like if I go bald, I go bald. But I'm of the category where I like hair. And so I would probably just wear a wig and save money for a hair transplant or something like that. And there's no shame in doing things that make you feel good, including taking care of your body. And hair is part of an identity. They have proven that, like, in general as a whole, like it helps with your mental state. It depends person by person. Chris, I think, looks fantastic without hair. Also, a bunch of people like watching him, so that kind of proves that point. And somehow they think we're the same person. Oh, too late for that. Have you guys ever seen how hairy Robin Williams is or was? I'm as hairy as Robin Williams. Okay. Maybe a little less hairy on the back front, but like that man had a lot of hair. Hmm?
What the hell?
Do you want no idea who's trying to call me. Ham and cheese sandwich? I'll give you a little bit.
No.
It's made with Hawaiian bun. Mm-hmm. You want some fruit? No? Well, there's donuts in there.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for the donation, by the way, Steve. Sorry, my kiddo walked in right at the same time. Good?
Tired.
You can go lay back down.
I can't sleep. My eyes water. I can't stay awake.
Your late husband was here, dang. So, Timothy, if your family starts losing hair way later in life, that's actually a really good thing. Because most people will have lost the hair that they're going to lose by the time they're 40. If you start losing hair after 40, it's a natural progression of aging at that point. Usually, you've already lost what you're going to lose by the age of 40, 45. You do have a twin hairstyle. Hair loss sucks if you don't want it. My mom lost a lot during cancer treatments. Yeah. Use them, I struggle. With food control, my dinner plate is around 7 inches. My husband's around 12. He has had dishes just as long. Is Levi so pissed at Catherine Hay that he sent Deadpool to destroy the Star Wars? No. What? No. Wound up taking bites out of two different parts of the sandwich. You good, sweetie? You kind of zoning out there. Oh, seed. They got my spouse has seeds stuck in their teeth.
Dragon fruit.
Oh.
There we go.
No. Eat what you can eat. Eat what you need to eat. I prefer eating more savory foods, period, than sweet. I don't mind a sweet periodically. And then I'll have moments where like I want to eat nothing but sweets, but you know. Those are as often. So you eat, period, and that's good. Males in your family go, yeah. Started losing my hair when I was in 10th grade. 44 and my hair nearly touches my butt. You know? Receding hairline. Yeah, I've got a receding hairline. Sucks I got slow dead. I can't even watch. I'm so sorry, Dawn. I will leave this be public for
Yeah.
a couple hours. Why'd you smack me with that?
Yeah. Oh.
That's yours, by the way.
Oh wow. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Can I have some root beer?
Mm-mm. My mama. I'm kidding. But no, not right now.
Here.
You thought other dads were weird for having hair. 49, my forehead extends to the middle of my head. Make for the lack of top of my head by growing it on my face, growing it off my face. Me too, Levi. I got a badger beard to go with my bald spot. Eating preferences, yeah. So this is a really nice breakfast. I'm really happy with this breakfast. I don't get to do this very often. I love the fruit mix. Gonna have to probably look into other meal boxes again down the road because the convenience of them was nice. Just making sure that like the food doesn't go to waste is huge. Oh, that is mostly rind. Whoever cut that did not do a good job. There's, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Dinosaur Park would be cheaper. What would be cheaper? We have a dinosaur park here too. Yeah, I've got the Widow's Peak. That's funny. Stitch is in the corner in my office right now. He doesn't have a place to sit properly, so he's just in the corner. My kiddo was like, "That fits." I was like, "Dang, poor Stitch." As a chef, how do you make a sandwich? Condiments on top bun or bottom both? But bottom bun. The answer is both. The answer depends on the condiment. So a lot of people go, just put all your condiments on top, put all your condiments on bottom. No. If you're going to have more than 2 condiments, which is perfectly fine, in my opinion, as long as you don't oversaturate it with each condiment, put it on both. So let's say you're going to have mayo. Put a little bit of mayo on both top and bottom bun. You'll never have a dry part of the bun. Put your ketchup and mustard on the top, personally. But like if you like the contrasting flavors to not be mixed, ketchup on the top, mustard on bottom, or vice versa. This way, when you bite and the flavor hits, you'll get either ketchup or mustard first, and then the following flavor on top of it. I would not recommend more than 3 condiments, especially like with all the other flavors you want. You want the flavors to complement each other. That's funny. That's cool. That's cool. I mix the together top bun and then place the extra on the bottom bun. Personally, when I make a breakfast sandwich or anything, I don't want to mix the spicy. Spicy mustard, mayo, and ketchup together in a bowl. Put it on both bottom. Yeah, and that's another thing. You can make a sauce. Like instead of ketchup and mustard, mix your ketchup and mustard together. Add a little bit of mayo, toss a little bit of spice in there. Bam, you've made your own signature sauce, right? And now you can just put a little bit on top and bottom, and you're good to go. I've not had any success with dry aging meat, Levi, and that's mostly because the living conditions I've had have not allowed me to dry age meat. Now, I've had dry aged meat. It's good. It's expensive, though. Watermelon. Watermelon. Mmm. It is, yeah. Much cheaper to do your own dry age. The problem being, like, I really don't have, like, the fridge I have now wouldn't allow it. I would have to have a specific fridge for it.
Father.
In the other house, like, we have power problems. This house, a couple power problems, but they're, like, usually pretty easily fixed. What is it? What's up, bud?
Salt and ketchup for those brats that were in the freezer a while ago.
What?
Remember those things that none of us really liked in the freezer? The brat things?
I don't know which ones you're talking about, but okay.
Oh, cut them up. Put some A1 salt and mixed ketchup, and it tastes delicious.
A1 ketchup. All right. If you liked it and they got eaten, I'm okay with that. You need to have an extra fridge for it, or get the special bags for dry aging, or both.
Wait, can I have my own sodas that are downstairs?
No, take a break from soda, kiddo. You have like less than half of that thing left. You drink a lot of soda really quickly. I bit my tongue. Allie. Hey, Dragon, how goes it? I got a little bit of the ham sandwich left. A little bit of the space donut. I was going to call it pastry, but it's donut. It's still pastry. But I'm good. I've got some fruit and I have some donut and a ham sandwich. All of it was discount. Well, the fruit was, but like everything on the ham sandwich except for the cheese was. But I bought the cheese a while ago, so yeah. Probably spent about $1.30 on this meal. Not bad. Maybe a little less. Tonga is not food. No, Tonga is not food. It's called soda. It's called pop. It's soda, pop, soda, pop. Cola. Shut the fuck up. I love that skit so much. I love that skit so much. I'm out scouting for hunting this winter. What? What do you mean this winter? Outdoor. Oh yeah, I could. Could. I don't have my I don't know how ghetto I was. I had originally. I really wanted to bring it with us, but we just couldn't find a way to bring it with us. We had a shopping cart from back when Rite Aid closed. They allowed us to buy it. I wanted to. Could have used a shopping cart as a grill. I don't recommend it, but like I've redneck stuff before. Been there, done that. Beef curry. Beef curry sounds pretty good. It's pop. It's soda. Technically, I live in Utah. It's both. It's soda pop. Whole name is soda pop. We really want to be technical. Large herds of what? Deer? We got an elk herd up here, but that's like being raised, so can't do a name of that. Freezing temp, it's called pop. So that is so redneck, even for me in the UK. It shows how redneck is. My nephew calls pop spicy juice. Spicy juice. Spicy juice. That's funny. All right. Let's try this out. Hello Kitty, Korean Milky's strawberry flavor Hello Kitty. Korea's #1 cream soda. Refreshing, creamy, and fizzy taste. This is not an ad. I got to do this for TikTok, but here's none of that. This you just guys get to see my ow reaction. Oh, there we go. Smells good. Tastes like a cream soda. Expensive cream soda. Like $7. 6-pack. So that's and that's 8 fluid ounces, so $1. No. Yeah. $1.25 roughly after taxes. I have a different cream soda preference. Alex knows the cream soda I enjoy. I don't even know where to buy those right now. Where did you buy? Did you buy them off of Amazon? Like, where did you guys buy that soda? And how much was it? Like, I got space now. Now I can designate an area. I hope the kids don't steal it again. And that's what happened. The kids stole like 14 or 15 of them. I mean, they stole like half. It was fun. Oh, wow. Used to buy big red cream sodas as a kid. Oh, that's the brand. Milky strawberry flavor. Not an ad, not sponsored or anything like that. I have a TikTok shop has a thing. On my personal account, I do a lot of TikTok shop ads. My account died a long time ago as far as like regular content. And I had ads do really well. My style of ads is I don't do a normal style of ad. Like sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but it's just like pure honesty, right? You got it off of Amazon? All right. I'll just try to see if I can find it on Amazon. Somebody made a mess of the trash can. That belongs there. That's a mess. Don't know why that's a mess. All right. Let's go wash my hands. You can find them at King Supers. Yeah, I've got a place that I can buy them. About the same price, to be honest, unless I pay for shipping. But usually, like, you can get free shipping for those type of things. And but yeah, we've got a place called Ocean Mart. Not necessarily near us anymore, but they have a couple different stores. And they sell them for $6.99 there. Honestly, I'd have to look up the cost if you really want to know. It's all good. I will probably pull it up. What flavor did you get them? Cream soda. Yeah, Boylan's cream soda is my favorite kind. That is like I love Wild Bill's soda. Don't get me wrong, I love their soda too. But I prefer Boylan's cream soda. That's my favorite type of cream soda. I have not found another cream soda that is better than. I found cream soda that is right there at the marker, and I buy it at Dollar Tree or $1.25. So I can get Boiling cream soda for $1.59. So I save a little bit of money at least. The problem with the Dollar Tree one is that it's so random if it's actually in stock or not. I'm not a fan of A&W cream soda. Like I'll drink it, but I prefer not to. Like if I have a choice between A&W cream soda and a Coke, unless I'm really craving a cream soda, I'll choose a Coke. Just not a fan of A&W. Like I don't mind the regular root beer, but the cream soda is lacking. But this is better cream soda than theirs. They have milk flavored too. I'm not sure about that one. I'll probably crack one of those open and do the video for that. I was like, I've already had the strawberry. I like the strawberry. Let's try this one. Hopefully I don't gag on it. That would fuck up the video. I was like, my kids like it, but I don't. I'm looking at the artwork I've got. That's the soda I like. I've obviously had the diet. No, I did not have I've had diet cream soda too. I just don't like A&W cream soda. I'm sorry. I have a preference. A&W cream soda is nowhere on my list of it's not even in the top 10. It is just not a soda I care for. I like root beer though.
Wait, what type of soda are you talking about?
Cream soda. We don't like the A&W cream soda. We like the Boylan and fancier cream sodas. Like cream sodas that, taste like cream soda.
Big cat.
Sleepy cat. No, leave her alone. She's in the sun sunbathing on the couch.
Walking, so.
No, I'm not. The sun's coming in from this direction.
Some baby cat.
She'd probably. Well, she's comfortable. Let her be. And I know I've said it several times. I am incredibly grateful for. No, that's not yours. That's Mama's. I'm incredibly grateful for the central air conditioning. Do you want a 5-gallon bag? What did I miss? I missed Jones soda. Jones? Go to Smith's. Do you have a Smith's? If you got a Smith's, they've got Jones soda. Diet cream soda and root beer are probably the worst tasting soda you can possibly find. I'm not a fan of diet sodas unless it's Diet Coke. The A&W aged root beer is the best. Ooh, the aged stuff is really good. Do you want a 5-gallon bag? 5-gallon bag of what? It's just for your favorite drink. A bag? Do you mean of the syrup? If you want to send it, by the way, who's in Canada? There's a syrup company in Canada that won't ship to the States. It sucks because they have every soda brand. Everyone. Yeah, sure. If you guys I have a mailing address that you guys can ship to. If you're buying off of Amazon, you can actually go to the wish list, and you can get stuff off the wish list as well. So it's not a big deal. You can just me. I'll just get something off the wish list. It'll come directly to my house. But otherwise, you can ship it directly to the PO box, and that gives me a reason to go check the PO box again. No, I don't check it very often because it's inconvenient. It wasn't very convenient where it was located beforehand. Now it's very inconvenient. And I'm might need to change where that's located. But the problem is changing where it's located means I have to update a bunch of business information. And we just paid the stuff to update that. So I don't really want to have to pay again to update that. See, we have a lot of soda shops here in Utah. A lot of them. If I wanted to, there's a soda shop called Fizz Drinks, in the city that I'm by, and I can ride my bike to there. It'd be like a 10-minute bike ride, but I could get a fancy soda. Thinking I might do that here in a bit. Not today. I'm gonna save some money and probably periodically take a ride and get everyone's orders and ride down there. That way I can get some exercise. Because I love riding my bike. And haven't been able to because of all the construction. That's been the biggest issue right now. Because I'm not entirely sure how to get around the construction currently with my bike. I might have to ride it at night where there's less vehicles and I don't have to worry about getting run over. If that's a thing. Logan, let me introduce you to Utah. The place where soda shops took off before alcohol took off. There are so many places to go. Fizz is just one of the places, and it does that too. Like I can customize the soda however I want, as long as if they have the flavor, we're good. It's just not a candy shop on top of that, but they do have candies in there, and like you can add the candy to the soda if you wanted to. Oh, they do not make alcoholic sodas here. Unless you're a liquor shop, you cannot sell alcohol, or if you're a bar. And most places that do that, they don't like, oh, here's a fancy soda that's also alcohol. No, that's so niche that's not a thing here. A candy shop's a different story. We had a candy shop, really good candy shop nearby. Now, I think the nearest one is in Salt Lake. Justin, take us along on a cheap GoPro. Oh, like someone wants to send me a GoPro. Otherwise, I don't have money for that right now. I'm looking at furniture for our DVDs. I'm trying to find a piece of furniture that I can get. It's with the car, it makes things difficult because I either have to buy the cheap furniture from Amazon, which is not a problem. I've been doing that. Or I have to try to find somebody willing to deliver. That second part has been the problem lately, and it's the reason why I had to break down and hey, I really need dressers for my kids, and you guys helped out with the dressers, and we put them together. Kids have beds, dressers. Well, Tobias doesn't. You don't have a dresser yet. I forgot to get you. We got you your bed. We didn't get you a dresser because we spent the money on getting you a bed instead of a dresser. But that bed has drawers in it, and you don't use them.
Because I don't need to. Ow!
You need to put.
How does it read Jenny?
Be nice if you put your clothes in the drawers. He's paying attention to his game. He's not paying attention to me. Speaking of candy, I'd love to try the London candy shop that sells 5 and 10 gallon buckets of candy. There's a couple places here that we could go do that, but I'm not doing that. I don't drink alcohol, at all. I don't touch it anymore. True, anymore. So it's going to be interesting when I go to film the skit for the Stitch, which hopefully will be tomorrow, as long as I get to Hawaiian Shirts. I'm gonna get a can of Diet Coke. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm gonna put the little, because I got the umbrella and the lays and everything. I'm gonna put the little umbrella in there, and then we'll have a little umbrella drink. Although this would make a great little prop for that too, wouldn't it? It would look so random. But I feel like we could do it with a Diet Coke too. I don't know.
Stop feeling.
I can't handle having my clothes in drawers. I can't have him leave them downstairs is the problem. And him just leaving them out wherever is a problem. So they have to go in drawers. But we all have ADHD and so for me, I've got an open shelf downstairs. I'm downstairs often enough that I keep my clothes downstairs. And I hang up because I have so many different work clothes merchandise stuff. I hang up a lot of that stuff so that hey, this is for recording, and this is non-merch items or merch items that don't look like merch items. Those get folded up and put next to my pants and whatnot. Tobias very much is the chaotic, doesn't like to put anything in drawers. My oldest doesn't mind keeping things in drawers, but just kind of stuffs them in there. And my spouse has like clear drawers, but they have like 3 outfits that they realistically wear. So they just kind of stay at the end of the bed and get washed when they need to get washed because they usually just wear their work clothes. I have a square grill panel shelves I can see through and can't be closed. I use the galvanized shelving units. I mean, they work. They're not super expensive. It works. Hey, look at it's Jerry. I should really repost that one. Debbie, how you doing? The Hawaiian guy from the live action died. Sorry, that just popped in my head with the drink. I heard about that from the live action. He passed away. You know what? Half the comments were, and I know I was so wrong that's the thing. Half the comments were, if they had used a regular tourist, we wouldn't have heard about it. I'm like, that's not the take you need to have here. The guy passed away. A smidgen of empathy or scrolling by is all you needed to do. You can be like, that sucks. Sorry for the loss. Or just, that sucks. Hope things are fine. Or just scroll on by. They made it a race thing and they didn't need to.
I with this on 6 health. I am gonna laugh.
Time for morning work team calls. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day, Alma. I have to put my I have to have my clothes put away once they're folded and upstairs. Yeah, cheapest because it's cheapest and causes the least amount of anxiety. In the kitchen or both. Tobias is human stitch. Yeah. That, especially because, like, considering his race, Samoans are like, just like most of the Samoans that I have met are just like built bigger. Whether that's on the heftier side, like I am, or just simply big, like built big. And like most of them live a relatively like long life. So I don't know if his weight was actually a factor. It really shouldn't have been. Like, it just sucks. It just sucks. I saw the post on Facebook too. Man, that one was horrible. Some of the people on Facebook are vicious. I'm really glad for our community. It's like a good portion. Like, we've had it. Don't get me wrong. We've had it. But like most of our community is relatively good. Like every community is going to have that portion. Every fan base, every community is going to have that portion. You just kind of side eye and go like, that's Uncle Tom. We don't talk about Uncle Tom. We don't talk to Uncle Tom. We just not acknowledge Uncle Tom's existence because that's the least we can do. Even if Uncle Tom doesn't acknowledge ours. I would say, or a human jumbo or 625 Ruben. Give me 625 Ruben. Hell yeah, give me that one. Give me 625. I'll take that one all day long. Ah, he's awesome. Love him. Used the oven unsupervised last night and this morning. Great job, Debbie. But people do that. Anyway. What should you make for lunch? I think a sandwich. If you got some lettuce and tomato, add some lettuce, tomato, add some veggies in general. If you can eat meat, have a little bit of meat. If not, make yourself a PB&J and have some fruit on the side. There you go.
Yeah,
Wasn't trying to highlight that. I was trying to scroll back down. Getting ready for a 9-hour drive. Oh, been there, done that. Don't like doing it. We if I can't I can be if you bite first. People want to let them live. Ruben is a sandwich maker. Yeah. What I will say here is Comic-Con thing. If we don't get a notice, and I need to talk to Chris about this, but I'm fairly certain that if we don't get a notice by mid-July, we have to buy a ticket. Like my family has to buy a ticket around that point. I cannot continue to wait. We have money for tickets, and we still have to buy other stuff. So, like Chris is like, as long as we find out by mid-August, by the end of August, he thinks he has enough time to put time in. I'm along the lines of like, if we don't know by mid-July, it's a problem. We need to know. That gives you the entire month of June, a good portion of July, and by mid-July, that gives us enough time to be like, hey, we're going to be at Comic-Con. But like, if it's me and my family going, I'm not buying a 3-day ticket. I'm buying a 1-day ticket. I'm buying a 1-day ticket, and that's me and my family's time. I'm not going to work. I'm not gonna. If we see a fan while I'm walking by stuff, if I'm with my family, that's going to be a hard no. I'll be like, hey, how you doing? Great to see you. I won't have time to stop. Salt Lake Comic-Con. We've reached out, we've applied. They said that they'll get back to us when they get back to us, and it's like, look, if there's plenty of us who like we had full room. We had a full room. We had almost got to full capacity. So and that's the problem. And it's clear in September, right? And if we get enough time that we can tell people and promote it, we can be like, hey, we're going to be here. This is where we're going. Here's what we're all going to be doing. There's going to be meet up and do this and do that and go do this and that. If you want to go hang out with us afterwards, we're going to be in this area. And we can go and do that and have fun with it. But if we don't have enough time, I can't plan around it. And my spouse has to put time in off for work. And if I'm going to have all 3 days, they're going to be using a week of their vacation. They're just going to take a whole week off because they're going to take a day before and the day after. So that's 5 days. That's a whole week off for them, which will be good. They need it. But that's also the fact that, like, if we're going there for a convention thing, we're going to be renting a room, which me and Chris have already talked about sharing the room. We're going to have a hotel. We're going to, because driving down there all 3 days is not possible, especially because I live further away than what I used to. And so it become unreasonable for us. Now, going there one day, it's not a big deal. Thursday, go down there. Take my spouse would probably still take 2 days off, but 2 days off is a lot better than a whole week. And we'll go down there, pull out the kids, go meet the people we want to meet, go have fun, get photos and autographs, and call it a day. And be done. That'd be our Comic-Con. They do warehouse work. Dark Wolf, they do warehouse work. Despite their disability, they are working their ass off and doing what they can, and they're not shooting for a promotion. That's not what they want. That's not in their cars. They're like, if they get promoted, great, but it's not something they care about. The place that they work at has really good benefits. The longer you work there, the better it is. And basically, after about 6 or 7 years, there'd be enough money to probably, realistically, retire. They'd probably stay there longer, but after 6 years, they get all their retirement. So if they can stay there, 10, 15 years, great. But like, we're here until minimum. We're here in Utah and minimum until Raven gets out of school. That's what we decided. When we weren't able to get out, we were like, they're going into high school. They've got 3 more years. Let them finish it. So Justin, I don't know what you're trying to say there. Oh, Sioux Falls. I don't feel like going back to South Dakota. That's, there is a thing in July that if I wanted to go to, I could go to. I went to Job Corps in South Dakota. And I'm tempted to go to the reunion there. But it's expensive to go, so I don't think that's going to happen. I admire warehouse workers. They're underappreciated. They do a lot. Sturgis. Ooh, I don't want to go to Sturgis again either. No desire to deal with that traffic. No, I'm good there.
And you fucked up.
I'd love to go to Michigan. I'd love to go visit them. So I have no desire to go back to South Dakota. I lived there long enough, traveled around South Dakota quite a bit. No desire to go to South Dakota. Not saying that I wouldn't if we were invited or something like that, but that would have to be a expenses paid invitation type of thing to convince me to like drive down there. Otherwise, there's family I'd greatly like to avoid, and they live in South Dakota. So I just kind of don't have any plans to ever go there. Hi, Max.
Huh?
Where'd he go? You know, walked off. The railroad is hiring? Oh, yeah. You should try the Detroit or Grand Rapids area in Michigan. There's a lot of factory jobs. We have no desire to move there. Like, we've got a couple of different areas that we're looking at if we moved and stayed in the States. There's a thought of moving out of the United States, but that is so unrealistic at the moment that we kind of put it to the side. And with my spouse's job, it's better if they keep that job as long as possible. As long as they're able to keep it, they have insurance, they have, like, it's increasing our ability to take care of ourselves and not worry about things. We're getting debts paid off after struggling for years and years and years. So take care of you so you can take care of others is a thing I learned a long time ago. And so for us, we're taking care of us, right? We're doing what we can, and then I take care of those that I can take care of in the ways that I can. Popping on here and going and doing these lives was originally for me, and then it turned out that it was helping so many other people that I was like, "Fuck, this is a way for me to help people, and it helps me. So let's do both." You know. That's why you mentioned, what is my ideal destination? I don't know. Justin, it's all right. You didn't know. I don't bring it up. It's not one of those things that gets brought up. People contact conventions, say they want you. Does that help? Yeah, it does actually. Like if there's enough people that say, "Hey, we would love villain support to show up here. We want villain support. We want villain support." You get thousands of people saying, "Like, we'll come to this convention if villain support comes to this convention." It prompts them to reach out and be like, "Hey, we would like you as a guest. We will pay for your travel and your so on and so forth, and have you come down here." And if they turn around and pay for everything, that'd be great. But that's like thousands of dollars. Like to get both me and Chris down there, pay the wages it would take for Chris to take off work and stuff like that. That's thousands of dollars. It is. Like we did the math. It's going to cost us like $3 to $4 grand combined to go to this convention in Salt Lake. And we're not going to ask anybody to cover it. We're going to get covered as long as we get approved. But we might, because we want to do the Kickstarter. So it might be one of those things where we decide, like, what do we want to do? We want to do the Kickstarter for this? Do we want to do that? So it's something we got to talk about. Depending on the position, over $3,000 a week. Yep. Oh, you're talking about the railroad stuff. What's up, kiddo? No, you don't need the soda right now. No one asked for any root beer. When we open it, then it will be fair game.
And then I got the little. And I was like,
Chicken.
no.
Debbie, I answered that. Did you not? Did I freeze? Did I?
I was getting chased. And I ran into him. He shot his little thing.
It was fun before it became a circus. A lot of factory jobs. Is my live? Wish I can open my own honky tonk brewery. Oh, that would be cool. Anytime you're able to have your own job. No, I removed it to edit it. Oh, okay. But yeah, enough people request us, that helps out tremendously, because then the convention will look at us and go like, okay, let's talk about getting you down here and going from that. And so, I mean, it would be cool to do go around and do conventions, and every time me and Chris are together in the same area, do recordings and videos and stuff like that. Stop. You can pet Max and talk to Max without doing what you were doing. But it's been an hour 42. Stream has kind of died down. I think it's a good time to go ahead and call it, and for me to go spend some time with my fam. If you have the funding, and can wait a minimum of 4 years to break even, go for it. Yep. We did really good with our small business, and like it's still open, but it's on life support. Like, if you guys want some cool 3D printed dragons, there you go, and some stickers, but we don't have the money to invest into the business right now. Like, we broke even, made a profit, and then tariffs and everything got hit, and much like a bunch of small businesses, it's effectively killed it. Like, we are on life support trying to keep things open, and that sucks. I'm not going to do a food truck. I'm not. No, like, here's the problem with doing a food truck. If I'm doing a food truck, I'm doing a food truck. If I'm doing villain sport, I'm doing villain sport. No way I'm doing both. I would not have the time or the energy, the bandwidth alone, because I've done food truck stuff. I would not, like, the amount of people that would come up, that would be fans, that would be expecting my normal attitude when I meet a fan, which is like, being bubbling, like, hey, how you doing, and everything like that, versus what they would get after me dealing with just a couple hours of food truck stuff. Like, cooking Levi on stream, great. Cooking Levi in real life, don't talk to me. I'm sorry. I'm not nice in the kitchen. Like, I'm not going to be a dick, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't have the energy. I do not have it. I think it would be fun. And guess what? In Utah, there is a Heroes and Villains burger joint, which is really cool. I did a video on it. Don't remember what it's called. I haven't been there in a couple months. I'm not going on MasterChef. Do not have I may have the experience, quote unquote, but like, I would have to like train to get back into quote unquote cooking shape to really do that. And like, I don't have the bandwidth. Back in the day, I had a lot of people who were like, damn, you're fucking good, man. You go do this thing. Go do this thing. And I was like, okay, sure. And I did a couple, and I did a competition here and there, like locally, and like I ran catering stuff and whatnot. I've talked about that kind of thing. But No desire. None. Yeah, I get it. I've seen some of the I get it. I do. I still have no desire for it. I have zero desire to go on and do that. Like, if it's something that, like, a special guest invitation type thing, it was a 1 day filming, you got to realize that I'm also disabled. And me cooking breakfast takes 2 hours on average. And, like, yeah, Justin, I'm disabled. I've got scoliosis, rheumatoid arthritis, a bunch of other stuff. So, like, this was a very easy breakfast that I had, like, prepped before everything. But when I'm not prepped, you guys see me that, like, the normal prep time doesn't take a half hour, it takes an hour. And then I'm cooking for like a half hour. So it takes like an hour and a half just to cook, and then I sit down and eat. By the time I'm sitting down and eating, you guys don't see it, but I'm hurting. Like, I'm in a lot of pain. So it's just not something that I'm ever going to do. I don't have the physical capability to withstand doing that anymore. Unless I get into the shape necessary to deal with it. And even then, that's like a good 6 months of training and working with nutritionists and physical therapists and stuff like that, just to do a small competition. And then, like, because there's no way I can afford to keep doing that continuously, watch as my health deteriorates back down again. Because, like, when I can afford to go to physical therapy constantly, which I totally spaced to go this week. Oh shit! I just got Tyler just bought 25 coffees, and I didn't even see it. The heck! Oh no! Was Tyler here? I didn't even see it. No, I didn't notice that they bought 25 coffees.
What?
Like, I didn't get the notification until I decided to look at my notifications. Oh, jerky. Deer jerky sounds good. Deer jerky BLT. Oh, that sounds good. If I ever do the honky tonk thing, I hope you'll. I'm heading out to get a bunny a little bit of feed, better, feel better. Most people don't see pain. I'm wired where I can pick up on it most right away. If you deal with chronic pain, you can kind of pick up on it here and there. You can be like, "You good? You good?"
I'm not.
You're not.
No, because I just blocked 3 times. I missed one punch.
I feel bad. I didn't see the notification. Now I'm gonna have to go and be like, I'm gonna have to send a message on there and be like, I'm so sorry, I didn't see it. Are you okay? Chronic pain is a bitch. You want the truth? Here's the truth. Pain doesn't go away, even with medication and everything like that. The best I can do is with cannabis. It is it has given me a life that I haven't had in years. Right, being on cannabis has changed things tremendously since it's been approved, which it's been approved for a few years now. But just like when I was prescribed Vicodin, look up Vicodin. Like that's scheduled narcotic. And I was prescribed it. I could not function on that stuff. At least with cannabis, I can function. I can still clean the house and do things. When I took Vicodin, I could not work. I could not clean. I couldn't do anything. So I would go as long as I can without the medication because it's also very addictive. And I didn't want to get hooked on it. And my doctor knew this. I was one of the first people to get a cannabis card, even though I wasn't able to go in to go get cannabis. Was one of the first 100 people to get my card, and in the whole state. And being able to get rid of Vicodin was so nice. The first time I took the cannabis and I was able to function and I learned how to do things and everything, I fucking cried. Because it made life easier. It took the pain of an 8 and brought it down to like a 2. A fucking 2! Physical therapy has helped tremendously. So like I will have days, and it's not often, but I will still have days where if I take cannabis, because I'm already having a good day, I don't register the pain. Like the pain's still there, and if I move wrong, I'll feel it. But like as long as I'm relaxing and I'm not doing much, I don't feel the pain. And that's crazy. And don't get me wrong, after a couple hours, it's back again. But I've also had days where I've been, and every ounce of the word, blitzed out of my mind. I took enough medication that I was hopeful that the pain would go away, and all it did was make it so that I could fall asleep. Because that was the only thing that was going to make me get through the pain, was just going to sleep. Just give up, go to sleep. Don't care it's the middle of the day. I can't function. I can't move. I can barely breathe. It hurts so badly. Take the medication. I can breathe normal. I'm tired. I haven't slept because I've been in pain so much. Wake up and I'm like, oh, now I hurt in a different way. It sucks. I've done that bit, Debbie. I've done that bit. I've been like, I need to pay this bill. I'm gonna go pay this bill. And then I'm like, fuck, I paid that bill already. Well, I can't get the money back now. But yeah. Yeah, it's legal in Utah. Yep. Medical cannabis is legal in Utah. Breakthrough medication, my brother, breakthrough medication. But yeah, the pain never stops. It's just one of those things where you kind of learn to deal with it. Physical therapy has helped tremendously with being able to move around without a cane constantly. I still have a habit of keeping accessible canes. Usually I have a cane like right here. I was just gonna grab and be like, I got a cane. Should be right there now. But now that I know this house more, I can grab the brick. I can grab this side. So if I'm in a lot of pain, I can grab and lean, right? And I've actually got a couple of spots right now from laying the way I was. With these chairs, finally, this used to be just giant open space. So now I can like lean on the chair. I've got a cane over here though. If you use canes, here's a tip. Get yourself a walking stick. This was $15. I can adjust it completely to fit the perfect height, which for me is like right here. You want it to like right there. The reason why I love this is when you're walking normally, and let's say you're going across grass, and there's like a softer area than what you're used to, and so like when you're using a cane, you're putting your weight on that. Your cane will slip down, right? You'll go down further. And so you're not like completely prepared for it. Like you correct yourself. Oftentimes you're fine and you correct yourself, but it causes pain. You know the great thing about these? Before I put weight on this, I'm already putting this down. So I'm like, oh, that went down further than I thought. Okay. Let's move to this one. Oh, there we go. And then I move forward. You can't quite do that with the cane because you don't have the length with the cane that you have with these things. Yep. Oh. I don't know about that fully. About the whole beer stuff. Without a voice actor, I'm not going to do beer stuff. I need to find somebody who can do Beerus' voice again. I could do Beerus, but like I don't know. Yeah. Much better with voice acting. All right, everyone. We got 5 minutes till we hit the 2-hour marker, but let's call it. I meant to call it earlier, and then I got distracted. I want to thank you all for joining. Remember, take it one breath, one step, one day at a time, because we want you to be here for the next. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, body, and spirit, and harmony among others. I truly do. I hope that you can get along with everyone around you, and that you can feel calm and peaceful. Question: can you drive? And no. Don't. We're doing a side tangent real quick. No, don't do that. Don't ever drive and use cannabis. Don't drink and drive. Don't use your medication and drive. If it's a medication that says that you shouldn't be driving, and that includes cannabis, don't do that. It's illegal everywhere. Also, it's just not safe. Although I will say cannabis is, according to a lot of cops, is much safer than most, but still, don't do it. Anyways. Right. Until the winds blow your sails my way, have an Acme day. Have an Acme day as part of the villain. Have an Acme day will actually be built to your account. Have an Acme day. And have an Acme day simply means to have the best day you possibly can have. Bye, everyone.